y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up. We money, more Power Ranger. Hold up. Mine also dangerous. Hold up. Y'all talk outrageous. Hold up. Don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up. Got that touch my savior. Hold up. Give it that touch with my head. Lyrics can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't fear him no more. Sonogram don't feel it no more. You were driving a minute but can't steer it no more. Riding away but now you're chilling on shore. What's the use of being rich when your inside's poor? Diamonds exist but you don't wanna see more. You wanna see more but you wanna see soar. Life done slowed you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You shackle by thoughts and memories that's adding up. Like overseas. You feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a buck. You still feel paralyzed. What's the use of the physical with no source? We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up.
A good neighbor to nearby downtown Phoenix. We're at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. Up next, we'll keep it within the NFC for this game between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And away we go in Glendale. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw right away. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete.
Quarterback with his renowned, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion was just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down. Possibly an early indicator of where they're going to want to go when they want important yards, Brock. Didn't need that much on 3rd down, but they chose to throw for it instead of run it.
Yeah, one of the things about that down and distance is you typically get man-to-man coverage. So I don't mind that call, being aggressive. But you got to find a way to execute.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10. Their own 20-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Now Penix off the play action. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They get 19 on that pickup. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
He has this down to the 34. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
That's the 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. From the shotgun, Penix. It's McBride downfield, and he's got it. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and goal, they're hoping for an opening drive touchdown. They'll run, Pacheco. He's got them down at the doorstep, inside the 5. Give him 6 yards. Boy, a great spot. 2nd and goal at the 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone.
When you get stuff like that on a 2nd down run, the focus kind of shifts from getting a 1st down to just giving your punter enough room to get the ball out.
2 yards away from a touchdown to begin this game. Here's 3rd and goal. Pacheco, and he's in for the touchdown. The Cardinals start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
He's going to throw again on 2nd down. That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First carry now for Kyron Williams. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Rams have the 1st down.
I think it's so easy for us up here in the booth or sitting on the couch watching at home wondering, why? How do those guys fall for that misdirection? But on the field, that play happens so fast, and the execution so high for that offense to get a big-time run.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Back to the air they go on 2nd down. To the sideline. Collins brings it in. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Moore going to motion over right. To the air on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Sticking to the air here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant is closed.
So yes, indeed, that is being confirmed, partner. They just said no to the penalty. What's going on?
I tell you what, Kate, if they don't want the free yards, you and I know 31 other offenses in the league who'd be happy to take them right now.
No doubt about that. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
They're going play fake with Penix. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. It almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37.
That's good.
First down carry for Pacheco. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Zach Bond with the tackle. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. It's an early lead for the Cardinals. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They're looking at 2nd and 4. Play fake. Penix sends this to the end zone. That one connects. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal. Pacheco will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Penix working from the gun. And he scores. That's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals take a 13-0 lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. They'll cobble together a yard there. Tyler Newman with the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Back to throw. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
To throw here on 1st down. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Throwing from the gun. This is a heater going deep. That's finally caught, and he lost the football. And the Cardinals grab it. Keeps away from one. So they steal away possession and add some extra yards for their offense after that fumble return.
And there is nothing like a defense taking the ball away for you. Right?
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's a quick pass to the right side. Cup. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Hill now to return it. Escapes a defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Penix. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
3rd down, it's Penix. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And a big hit on the return to stop him cold.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Ready up.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. They're going play action. Over the right side is caught by Ferguson. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Collins got it left side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. And again, interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here he is on 3rd and short. He's got it. Complete to Collins. hit the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. First down, play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. Catch made right side by Nakua. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Throw here, 3rd down. And it's incomplete, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
And it doesn't have the leg. They called on him from deep, but he just can't get it there. And the deficit stays at 7.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. So we're down inside of 2 minutes to play now in our opening half. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Right back to Pacheco. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Offense in a hurry up here. To the air with Penix. Hits him on the out route. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Throw left is intercepted. And the Rams get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, it's a position you expect interceptions from, Brock, but not a lot of them come easier than that for a cornerback. His teammate makes the hit as the QB tries to throw it, and it really affected how that one came out.
Yeah, that corner's going to get that pick under his stat column individually, but that was a collective effort. It was all about the pass rush. And those great corners, they know it. They know it takes everybody. The guys up front doing their job, and when the ball falls harmlessly in his hands like that, and he does his job to finish with the INT. I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Throwing on 2nd. That's complete. Nakua on the left side. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
19, Tiger, 19.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Dump off caught by his back. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
He's going to throw it again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this forward to the 19. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Still sticking with the passing game. Has it at the 7. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Throwing it again here. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That is an LA touchdown. The Rams pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime. That
doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams tie things up at 14. We'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Devin Duvernay to return it. He dodged the tackle. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Here's Duvernay on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to work after throwing the pick. It's McBride downfield, and he's got it. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing now on first down. Penix. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Penix to throw again on second. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. And again, it's Penix. It's caught by Harrison. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll try and punch it in, and he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals take the lead right away in half number 2.
The kicker on for the extra point.
They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Takes it just shy of that end zone. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Rams take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
At the 60.
The motion a receiver left. Throwing now on first down. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
They've run this 12-yard out route fade at the Combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. He creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Slot man motioned over. Looking to throw here. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, third down. Third and long for him here. This finds Franklin. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they hone down. How about that play, Brock? On third and 14, they find a way to convert.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
It is cut left side. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinals side of the field.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on second down. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. He's going to throw it. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Let's go.
Collins, the receiver, in motion left. Here he goes, third and long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
On fourth down and 5, the offense staying out there. He'll throw it. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen on one of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And that one falls incomplete. Oh, would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up second down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Second and 10, Penix to throw. On him quick, and they bring him down. And that pushes him back, third down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Complete beyond the marker. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Third and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. The Cardinals have it with the lead. Just got to hang on for a little bit longer. After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. Second and 18 coming up.
Let's go now. Buffalo 18.
Penix working from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Penix here from the gun. That's caught for the first. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. They'll throw to begin this drive. Drops this one down here for Williams. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. They go with Williams on the counter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 7 yards on that pickup. And the Rams have the 1st down.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one. No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Brought in right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to Jordan. Loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So 2nd down coming up. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
Here we go. Tap the 60, tap the 60. Tap 60, tap 60. Tap the 60.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newman. And the Cardinals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right? That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And they'll fly ahead for a few. It's 3rd down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Made at the 38-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd.
And it's on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. Fourth down, here's Penix. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're all over him after that catch. Won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to turn it over on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Hits his running back. And he's going to be dropped down at the 35-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Back to throw. Low right side, hauled in by Collins. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Looking quickly here.
That's good for Rams. First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
First down, play action. Completes, dialing up Collins again. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
And he will have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams now within one score in the fourth. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
PAT effort coming up. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Cheeks away from one. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. Connects downfield. On target to Dell. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. And those are the hurry up here.
48 yards. And the Cardinals first down.
All movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Here's Penix to throw. Will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Following the sack, they need a big chunk of yards here, Brock. It is 2nd down and very long. From the shotgun, Penix. He's going to loft one deep to the left. This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece,
First down.
He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
The counter give here to Pacheco. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways.
Okay, ready?
Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. They're going to pass it here. Cut near the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stuffed at the 2.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Second down run by Pacheco. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Brown still throwing, and this is intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Rams get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go. 19 tight. 19. Hey.
He'll look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Whitehead. The moment you see them look to pass from this close to their own goal line, Brock, it is that defense's goal to hurry him and force a mistake just like that.
Yeah, those guys, they're so sneaky on the back end, Kate. They know the clock is being sped up. They know that the quarterback can feel those footsteps and thinking about a safety. And those defenders just wait for that rush throw, and then they step in, they deliver, and they take the ball away.
Ready? 19.
So the Cardinals fight to a win here at home. Well, we talked about it throughout this contest, Brock. They were already into the playoffs when this one kicked off, but now they're going in with a little extra momentum.
Yeah, momentum, confidence, belief, whatever you want to throw into kind of that recipe. The bottom line, you want to be playing your best football when it matters the most, and they did today.
With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals.
You ain't never been a skate town.